On this episode, we take the all-new Ford Ranger onto a purpose-built off-road course. How did it do? Find out on this episode of Driving Sports TV. As a member of the Northwest Automotive Press Association, every year I spend a few days on the Washington State Peninsula testing the latest and greatest for our press group's annual Outdoor Activity Vehicle Awards. I'm also the course designer. In this video, I'm taking the all-new Ford Ranger onto the Extreme Challenge course to see how well it handles some of the more common off-road obstacles. The Ranger I'm driving is a 2019 XLT with the FX4 off-road package. This is powered by a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making 270 horsepower. It has a 10-speed automatic and a dual-range gearbox with 4-wheel drive, as well as a locking rear differential. Price as you see it here is about $40,000.
It's in for high. Okay, now we'll drive over to the challenge course. Now, the challenge course, we call it that, but for very good reason. This tests the departure and approach angles. It tests clearance, articulation, all of the good stuff that you really want in a proper off-roader. This is not some over-glorified forest road. This is a proper off-road trail. So I've been through this trail once when I first designed the course, but over time, off-road courses have a tendency to change. So we'll see how well this works. At the very least, the rocks are going to be more planted in the ground and not roll around quite so much. So that should be good. Okay, so I'm going to now switch back to neutral. I'm going to put it into 4 low. The TM button here in the middle lets me set the different terrain modes. There's normal, there's grass, gravel, snow, there's mud and ruts. Quit telling me that advanced track is off. So I'm just going to do 4 low, and I'm going to do trail control on, and I'm going to set the speed because I want to see if I can just kind of crawl through this whole thing. Put it into drive, so now I have 4 low, trail control. I have my speed set for 2 miles per hour right now, and we'll see how that goes. And I want to see if I can just get through this whole thing just using the set buttons to go up and down. I will have to stop, though, on the rocks, that's for sure. Okay, so this first one, we seem to have some ruts on the left and the right. So I'm going to try to cut over here. My foot on the brake a little bit. Let's see, if I put my foot on the brake, does trail control take over? Yeah, it goes down to 1 mile per hour automatically. Clearance is a little close for the front. Where's the parking? Turn off those parking sensors. Okay, so my foot is not on the gas. I have the little trail button set for 1 mile per hour, and we're just easing up. Wow, that was easy. Now, an interesting thing about a system like trail control is it allows you to be smoother than you might be able to do with your foot, because when your foot is on the gas pedal and you're kind of jarring as you're going over rocks, your foot has a tendency to move a little bit unless you have a ton of experience off-road. This kind of takes that out of the equation. I think we can go a little faster. This 1 mile per hour is a little pokey. Okay, we'll bump it down to 1 on the descent over the brake. Oh, and it grabs us as we go down. So not only does it, of course, give us gas for 1 mile per hour, it also will brake us so we never go over that. Okay, let's go ahead and crank our speed up to 3 miles per hour as we go around this. Let's go up to 4.5. Let's get crazy. You ready to get crazy? Let's get crazy. Okay, now this is the tough one. This one has massive rocks, and I set it up like this on purpose. The idea is to not go dead center down the middle. You don't want to straddle it because the rocks are too big. And even if you have the ground clearance, when you go over them, you're going to get compression, and that's going to basically ding the whole undercarriage on top of the rock, which we do not want to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead, keep this there. I'm going to go ahead and creep forward, and I'm going to set this for, let's set it for 1 mile per hour. And I'm going to look out the window here. Do we have a front camera on this? I don't think we do. No, I think he said he didn't. I'm going to look on the left here because I don't want to drop off the edge, and this is really my spot. So I have it in trail control, it's set for 1 mile per hour, and I'm just using the brake. Basically, I'm letting the truck do the rest. As we get over these rocks. Come on. Whoa. Okay, that was a little faster than 1 mile per hour, but you know, gravity's gonna do what gravity's gonna do. Straighten up my hat there. Okay. Well, that was pretty easy, but we do have another set of rocks. They're just not quite as hard or as large as those ones. And while I'm driving to the next feature, I will tell you all about the features of this truck.
Let's take this opportunity to talk a bit more about trail control, what it is and how it works. Trail control is part of the FX4 off-road package. As you've seen, it allows you to use the cruise control button to set the crawl speed, anything from 1 mile per hour all the way up to 20 miles per hour. The system manages braking and power on a wheel-by-wheel basis, so the driver can focus on navigating the line. For someone with limited off-road experience, or even a pro that just wants to chill, it's actually a really nice setup. And it's not just for climbing, it's also good for hill descent, which will be useful on the last feature of this course. Even though we didn't need it here, in addition to proper skid plates, the terrain management system, and trail control, the FX4 off-road package also includes a rear locking differential. That would be particularly useful in deep mud, when you need to completely lock the back axle to push power equally to the wheels regardless of spin. Because in that situation, you actually need to have some spinning to help get you free. It's really a must-have option for advanced trails.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set the speed back down to 2.5. Let's go bump it down to 1 as we approach this next set of logs. This time I'm going a little bit to the right, but I don't want to fall off the edge of the logs. I'm going to kind of go a little angle. By the way, usually it's a good idea to go angles if you're not sure of the clearance. It helps with those clearance issues. Go slight angle there. And there we go. Okay, we have one more feature, and that is yet another breakover and approach and departure angle feature. So let's go try that out. Up and down. Okay, we're at 5 miles per hour right now. What's the maximum? Oh wow, trail control will go really fast. It'll go over 5. Okay, we're at the crest here, so I'm going to go ahead and bump it down to 1 mile per hour as we crest and then go down into the hole. I'm going to hover over the brake pedal just in case I need it. Let's see, here we go. Okay, we made the brake over, we've cleared the front, we can now get on our way.
For about $40,000, the Ford Ranger XLT is a very good-looking truck that is loaded with great features. And if you add the FX4 off-road package, it's also very capable in even challenging off-road conditions. For this first drive, I'm very impressed. Of course, I will have a full review later this year, but for now, the Ranger is looking very, very good.
And that's our look at the 2019 Ford Ranger. As you can see, it's not only a cute little pickup, it's also very capable. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment below, tell us what you think. Do you think that course was hard enough? Should we try something harder? What do you think in this class? Would you buy the Ford, or would you get like a Nissan Frontier, which is of course now based on decade-old chassis? You know, your choice. You tell me what you like. For Driving Sports TV, I'm Ryan Douthit. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.